Of the G1 Transformers, nobody can deny that Starscream is the coolest one. There's just no argument.
Yup, it's another free TikTok shop sample from Yolopark, and Starscream is the king.
I just love this AMK Pro series. TikTok Shop and Yolopark ship very well, so you get this nice minty box here. Starscream, this is chapter 3 of their Transformers AMK Pro series, diecast. Everything you get, the different parts, special effects, you get some stand action. I love the hologrammy. So here's what you get in the package. You get the first tray with Starscream itself. You get the second tray with the stand, the rest of the parts, his effects, and of course, instruction booklet so you can go through, put him together. You do need a CR927 battery for the light up eyes, and then I think that's the only thing that requires a battery. Again, fairly simple. Starscream might be a little more complicated because of all the jet action. Let's build this guy. Ooh, this is so freaking cool. Light up eyes first. I got these batteries just from Amazon. Just need to remove the faceplate. I don't know why the back comes off, but it does. So there's some screws on the back, and then there's the battery compartment, and you're just going to slip the battery in like so. The light up eye features are always fun. I'm going to use Megatron's arm cannon as a magnet, but his own wrist guns have it too. For whatever reason, I find Starscream a little more confusing, so I am consulting the instructions, but it's not too bad. So you take the body here, and these little red bits, I had trouble snapping them in. Yeah, so I can't get this one to fit as tight as the other one, which bugs me a little bit, but that's fine. Then we continue on with this shoulder piece here, which connects to the bicep piece there. And that, yeah, just get that all the way in. Yep. You gotta wiggle it sometimes. And then the hand snaps in. It's just like a little ball thingy. And then the other side, nice and easy. The rest of the accessories are split onto the second tray, like those arm cannons. So you're gonna put those on the shoulders. They fit in really nicely. Very easy. Do the other side. And then it has the effects. So you can do the blaster effects, which is really cool. Like a big blast there and a little narrower blast. Like he's firing the arm cannons. That's super cool. I love that. More effects, please. You always need more effects. And then we're on to just put the head in, like so. And then, like I showed you, the magnet is in the arm cannon to change between the eye lights. Then there are some cool chest effects. So the flaps on the chest open up for that missile bay, and you can plug in these purple missiles that are shooting out. That's so freaking cool. I love that. More effects, please. Then we're on to the leg pieces, where there's 2 pieces on either side of the leg you'll snap in. And then there's like a front piece that kind of slides over those, a little tricky. And then there's this cool little blue panel, get that blue highlight going on. And then the back piece is kind of like, I guess it's like the jet and blaster thing. And then the feet slip on the die-cast blue accent. I think that looks fantastic, super cool. And then the foot, interestingly, this improves from Optimus, where it has this little different kind of bendy joint. So even with the foot in, even if you put it all the way in the peg, you can still turn it. And then we're doing the other leg, and then we're on to the hips. The hips, you want to make sure, again, you're going to put it all the way in. Sometimes it feels like it's all the way in, but there's still a gap, so you got to just keep going, keep squeezing that in there. And yep, see, there you go. And so you're just going to repeat on the other leg. It's a good secure connection, which is nice. And then the hips go on to the body like so, just a ball joint. And there we have our completed Starscream, but we're not done yet. There are some extra face plates. So you have kind of a neutral face, and you have a more smirky face. You do want to pop the head off to pull the face plate off. That's going to be the easiest. And then you just key it in there. It fits really nice and snug. And look at him. Look at him. So much attitude. That's fantastic. And then the other one, the straight smile face. And then, of course, he comes with the unhinged face. The front cockpit does come off. There's nothing inside there, or maybe I'm missing something, I don't know, but that's cool. And now we're on to the stand. The standard stand in the AMK Pro series, really nice, a little wobbly, but you're going to see here when we put it all together, here's the cool Decepticon emblem. Each one comes with the Autobot or Decepticon emblem as needed. And then there's the top part, the articulated grabby thing. The stand works pretty good. I wish it was squarier to grip them better, but look. It works good. Starscream, he's celebrating. He's just so cool. This figure, this trio of figures is fantastic. I think Starscream is definitely my favorite, though. I mean, how can you not love him? The effects, the Superman pose. His articulation is fantastic. The wings, they do go side to side there. So if you were thinking, hey, Does it prevent the full Townsend? Oh no, baby. Full Townsend. He's going up. He's going over. He is clad in, what is that, diecast? Yes, sirree, Bob. So it's a bit heavier, but still pretty lightweight. He has the double jointed elbow. So he's doing the full thing there. He has this cool, I don't know, these little blasters that pop out. And they also have the magnets inside, which control the light up eyes. So you can do one for Blinky, one for, I think it's kind of like a breathy one, or maybe I'm hallucinating that, and then you go off. So maybe it's just on, and then Blinky. But that's dope, and then when you're not using it, you just put it right back in there, and they articulate around. Super cool. He does have, of course, a bit of ab crunch. Not a whole ton, but there's a good amount. And then a little bit, he has like the cockpit thing, so it kind of gets in the way of any kind of waist swivel. But I don't know, he's like a cool plane man. Who needs that? For the legs, as always, Yolopark, they're thrown in the flap, so you fold that flap up, and he's kicking out double jointed knees. I mean, the articulation, folks who don't understand why you have non-transforming figures, just look at the style of this figure, the paint, the shine, the metal. For a comparable Transformers figure, yeah, you're not getting this for a cheap price. So that's why you do it. The articulation, he kind of has, it's almost like a drop-down hip thing going on. So you can do various different configurations as he kicks forward. It's wild. Like the full splits. And again, you gotta pull up that hip on the side. But just incredibly limber, so freaking cool. I love this guy. The feet, you know, I took issue with Optimus's feet range. Starscream, they included like kind of a different kind of joint where, for one, you don't necessarily want to put it all the way in there, but you can twist it out like that. So that's awesome. Much better for like standing. It's just easier to stand and do different poses if you have that movement on the ankle. So because of that, there's not really much like up and down. There's a little side to side, and he has the cool feet there. And that's where these effects come in. So he has, let me not put him on the wings. He has these effects. I love a good blaster effect, right? So you can do just this one, if he's just kind of like blasting off on the foot there. And there are two, of course, but you can do a little more. So he's like, it's more of a jet thing. They also, you can take that and turn it into the gun blaster thing. So super cool. I freaking love that. But that's not it. As I kick everything everywhere, his first chest cavity thing, that pops out, and he has these awesome translucent purple missiles. You just plug that right into the chest. It's kind of like a cross pattern. How freaking neat is that, as the missiles are going out. They just continue to outdo themselves. I think this is the best AMK Pro figure yet. The only thing better would be if they included some kind of like his own proper gun, but he can take Megatrons. He takes everything of Megatrons, doesn't he? So he does have the articulated fingers, like Megatron, like Optimus. The first finger, it's by itself. The thumb is by itself. I wish the thumb, I don't know, it's locked in like that, so you can really just go up or down, and then the final three fingers articulate together and still fold. So you can put something like a pistol in his hand and get like a pretty good grip. It doesn't key in like Optimus's does, but you know, this figure, he's just beautiful. The light up eyes, the different parts. It's just, and there's even like, he has kind of like the most distressing, I would say, of all of them. Like, he has like that grimy, like rusty stuff. There's some parts on his body where it's like the metal, like he's been battle damaged. Man, what a freaking cool figure. I highly recommend it. Whether you get it from the TikTok shop through one of their deals, or you go to yolopark.com and use code CODY to save yourself, I believe it's 5%. Try it out. I'm not sure if it works on the AMK Pro series, but on their website, yolopark.com, try it out, see if you can save a few bucks. But however you get this, it's just rad. The details. I hope Yolopark keeps going and going with this line. A fantastic, huge fan. Thanks as always for joining me. And leave me a note in the comments. Let me know why you also agree Starscream is the king of all Transformers and just the coolest ever. I mean, that design. The red, the gray, the blue. Awesome.